Let's do something just for a moment. I want you to think back to the playgrounds of your childhood. Can you almost hear them?
Yeah, you can almost hear it, can't you? That sound of running feet, the laughter, and of course, that unmistakable rhythmic sound of hands clapping. It was a beat that turned into a song, and every single song became a game.
You know those simple hand-clapping games? They were so much more than just a way to pass the time, weren't they? They were really the rhythm of our generation, a shared memory we all seem to carry. So what do you say? Let's take a journey back together and explore the forgotten history, the culture behind these incredible games.
So, we're going to start by tracing the secret journey of this rhythm. And you know what? You might be surprised to learn that it stretches back way further than the schoolyard. I'm talking all the way to ancient rituals.
Okay, before we get too far ahead, let's just be clear on what we're talking about. At its absolute core, a hand-clapping game is this perfect blend of sound, rhythm, and coordination. It's an activity that doesn't just entertain you. It creates this immediate social bond between two people, just like that.
And what's really fascinating is that these games didn't just pop up in one place. Nope, they're like this beautiful tapestry woven from threads all over the world. You've got researchers tracing their origins back to African community rituals, the play culture of the Caribbean, European children's folklore, and of course, the American schoolyard traditions that so many of us remember so well.
And this right here, this is a really crucial part of the story, the journey of these rhythms. You see, in many African cultures, clapping was a core part of communication. I mean, it was used in storytelling and celebrations, in rituals, and those traditions were carried to America and passed down through the generations, finding a powerful new life in the hands of African American girls, especially in the 19th century. Their creativity is really what turned these games into a cultural staple.
And that brings us to, well, what is arguably the most legendary hand-clapping game of all time. It's an anthem that just echoed through playgrounds for decades. You know the one I'm talking about, the story of Miss Mary Mack.
Oh, I bet you just heard that in your head, didn't you? The rhythm is it's almost instinctive. This simple verse is one of the most recognizable pieces of American children's folklore. I mean, it was known by generation after generation.
But where did Miss Mary Mack actually come from? Well, that's a bit of a historical mystery, to be honest. There are a few theories. One theory connects the lyrics to the Civil War era. Another one suggests, it's just a simple, catchy rhyme that changed and evolved over time. And a third, very strong theory, sees it as a vital piece of cultural heritage, passed down through Black communities as part of their really rich tradition of rhythmic games.
And the game itself, do you remember how it went? It was so beautifully simple. You'd face your partner and the pattern would just begin. Right hand to right hand, left to left, then both hands together, and then a clap for yourself. That simple cycle just repeated over and over to the song's beat. That was the foundation for coordination, for memory, and yeah, for friendship.
But as we're about to see, these were so much more than just a way to kill time during recess. They were like a secret language, a whole world built by and for kids.
So what made them so incredibly popular? I mean, why did they stick around for so long? Well, it really just boils down to three simple, but really powerful reasons.
First off, you needed zero equipment, nothing. Your hands were the entire game. Second, they were so easy to learn. One kid would teach another and it would just spread like wildfire. And third, and this is maybe the most important part, they built instant social bonds. To play, you had to cooperate. You had to find a rhythm together.
And that right there, that was the real magic. These games created a private world for kids, especially for young girls. It was a social space completely away from adults, and it was governed by their own rules, their own creativity, and their very own sense of community.
And the experts agreed this wasn't just idle fun. Sociologists point out that these games were incredibly beneficial. I mean, think about it. They developed motor skills and coordination, they strengthened a child's sense of rhythm and memory, and they absolutely boosted self-confidence. They taught you how to be part of a team.
And all of this, it's left behind a legacy that goes far beyond the playground. It's like an echo that still resonates in our collective memory today.
For so many of us who grew up in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, this was the soundtrack of our childhood. It was, without a doubt, the golden age of hand-clapping games. Today, that rhythm lives on, mostly in nostalgic social media posts or, when we try to teach it to our own kids and grandkids at family gatherings. And maybe their greatest feature, the thing that makes them so special to remember,
was that no technology was required. No screen, no batteries, no instructions. It was just two people, face to face, creating a moment of pure, unfiltered, rhythmic fun. That's it.
Because when a rhythm is tied to a memory of friendship and laughter, it becomes a part of who you are. It's a feeling, it's a sound, a connection. And some rhythms, well, they're simply never forgotten.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Just take a moment and think back. What was the song you clapped to? What was the rhythm of your childhood?